So Snoop is taking a lot of flack for performing at Donald Trump's inauguration. Like a lot of people are really giving like Snoop like hell because Snoop kind of like, I want to say at like Trump's first inauguration, was talking bad about like people who were performing there. People, any artist or a black artist, more I say, performing for Donald Trump. He basically was calling them a sellout. He was calling them Uncle Tom, if you will. And now it's crazy to see that he's performing now, and it's crazy because that video that he released where he was like talking shit seems like he was talking to himself, which is completely crazy. I never thought I would see somebody like talk shit to themselves and then receive the message later. I've never in life thought that was something that would happen, but it happened, and a lot of people are like just they're on Snoop's case. But like we forget that Snoop is not a politician. Snoop is a rapper and an entertainer, morally an entertainer at this point, because he's living on the I guess the coattails of what rapper he used to be, because he doesn't like release music. He's just an entertainer. So if he shows up to the party, he's just there for the entertainment. They've paid him for that, and so I can understand why a person in his shoes would do it. And I say that referring to more of the other rappers that did it. I think Soulja Boy did it, and I think I want to say Nelly did it. But at the same time, like I can understand why those people would like do that, because Soulja Boy probably needs the money. Like that's not a thing. Soulja Boy needs the money. Like Nelly probably needs the money. You know what I mean? But Snoop, I don't think really Snoop needs the money. I think it's more of the case of Snoop is paying back a favor, because Snoop like is everywhere. Snoop is on T-Mobile commercials. Snoop is everywhere. Like there is no thing that Snoop ain't on. Like Snoop on movies. Snoop do like voiceover. Snoop does whatever the check requires for Snoop to do, and that's cool because Snoop is out here getting his paper. So I don't really see too much in that. I feel like if we're gonna get mad at anybody, if we're going to collectively, gather behind somebody to get mad at, we need to get mad at the politicians that we're seeing hanging out with Donald Trump after they were the same people who tried to warn us about Donald Trump. Like I feel like that right there is bigger hypocrisy, because you got to take in mind, Joe Biden had tea with Trump before this transfer of power. Like he wasn't at the inauguration like looking like he was mad and shit. He looked like he was like, hey, do you think? Like that's exactly the sentiment that I got from watching it. And then another thing, let's talk about Obama. Obama was seen at I want to say dude's funeral last week. I forgot dude's name. Like he's a good guy, but I just forgot his name. But they were essentially seen at the funeral joking, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm one of those people, like, if I don't like you, motherfucker, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to sit up and have a joke with you. I don't give a fuck if you said something that was really funny. The hate that I have for you would like cancel out any jokes that you would throw. Like you would get no laughter from me. Like I would honestly hate to sit by you. Like it would be disdain on my face. But in that case, they look like they were like buddies or some shit. They look like it honestly gave the feeling of watching actors behind the script. Like, if you ever watch a TV show and these actors are like said rivals in the show, and they really go out and they look like they're hating each other and shit, and then you see them at the restaurant. That's exactly the sentiment that I got. And I feel like I'm not the only one that sees that, but I feel like we don't need to put so much of a microscope on the shit that Snoop does, because like I said, Snoop is an entertainer. Like Snoop is out here to get that paper. Like Snoop ain't never really did anything political. Like Snoop ain't out here passing laws and telling you who to watch out for. Snoop is out here getting that paper, and that's along with all the other artists who performed at that inauguration. Like you can't really be mad at them. Even Rick Ross, you can't really be mad at them because they trying to get that paper. So I don't really see too much to be angry about there. But these other politicians, the politicians that talk one thing about this man, you know what I mean, in the public, and try to get us to really, like, go against him and really, what I mean, be on his ass about shit. Like, and y'all are seeing like joking and shit with him. It make it seem like, all of this shit is fake, and y'all are just like pushing some sort of agenda to keep us busy or to keep our minds occupied on bullshit while y'all really, pull strings and do whatever the fuck y'all really do behind the scenes. That's what it gives. So, I feel like, we need to look a little deeper and, ease up off of Snoop on this one, because, there's other questions to be asked. There's other things to look into and other things that actually matter. So that's my 2 cents on that. And, if you get in that paper, get that paper.